With that, let's do a little Coaching Nirvana. Coaching Nirvana. Who's your ideal client? How old are they? What's like your perfect Coaching Nirvana? Who are you working with? Are you working with individuals or are you working with groups? Do you just work business hours? I want you to write down the answers.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. What you want us to do right here, or do you want us to write it in the chat, or just write for ourselves?
I want you to write in your books. Write it in your books. Pen's awesome.
Sarah called this our
Nirvana.
Soulmate clients. Our soulmate clients. I love that.
Soulmate clients. I'm coaching young people, older people. If the answer to some question seems more important, write it down. If the answer to the question doesn't seem important, you can just kind of leave it. What kind of conversations are you having? Problem solving conversations? Empathetic conversations? Conversations where you're listening like a therapist? Conversations where you're like, bam, 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 bam. What makes the people you're working with special to you? What makes the people you're working with special to you? What are your clients trying to achieve? Are your clients trying to achieve dating success? Health goals? Complete transformation? Are your clients trying to change the world? Are your clients trying to make their first or subsequent millions? Do you see your clients strictly in business hours? Or do they call you casually? Besides coaching, do you provide anything else to your clients? How many sessions or clients would you want to see per day? or per week? Some people want to see a lot of different clients and have them coming through like a revolving door. Some people would just like 4 or 5 clients that they serve with some other products. Some might like to see themselves with, say, 10 clients, each of them on a monthly rate or a yearly rate. Do you call your clients or do your clients call you in between sessions? Do you call up your client to celebrate their success? Or do your clients call you up to tell you great news? Do your clients become your friends? Would you be friends with your clients outside of coaching? Do you spend a lot of time working on your business, or do you spend most of your time in the business? Some people really like to spend their time in the business doing the coaching, and some are really happy to spend more of their time working on it. Do you work independently or do you have a team? Perhaps just one assistant, or perhaps more. How would you like it to be? Now, with the manifesting, we don't have to limit ourselves. So you could choose to have other people managing various aspects. What would you outsource? What would you do yourself? What would you focus on the most? How about your training? Do you keep training? How often do you go train? I really look forward to going on a trip. I really look forward to going on a trip every year, 1 or 2 trips a year training somewhere. And how about training your body? Is it important that you get time to exercise and eat healthy? What do your clients say about you? What do your clients say about you? Now, I'd like you just to close your eyes for a moment and take a couple of deep breaths. Slow down. I got an important question here. What does your mother, perhaps siblings, best friend, what do those closest to you say about you now, having achieved this coaching nirvana? Do they say, I'm proud of you? Do they say you've made it? And I want you to see, hear, and feel them saying that. And even if they're not here anymore, other people that have played very important roles in your life, what would they say? And what will you tell yourself? What will you say to yourself? Okay. Write down any more thoughts, and then we'll have a few more questions, because I think between you guys, you might have a few more questions yourself. Perhaps Alicia, or if anyone else here has a good question or two to ask. Do you run group training or group coaching? Do you speak on the stage? Do you speak on stages? Do you get invited to go on TV shows? Might or might not be important. How do you feel about money here? Are you feeling abundant? And how about your health? Are you feeling healthy and abundant? And how about relationships and love? Are you feeling an abundance of love? And on most nights, what are you doing on most nights? Are you by yourself? Are you with your partner? Are you with your partner and family? Or do you have people around or go places? Perhaps you do some workshops, attend your friends' workshops, or maybe you go out for dinner or dancing. let's wrap up that Coaching Nirvana. So in your Coaching Nirvana, hopefully in your Coaching Nirvana, you can say something along the lines of get paid well, abundant, feeling abundant, having no, I almost call myself, abundant, money abundant, feeling abundant. Casually talking confidently and clearly about money. So that will wrap up that Coaching Nirvana, and you might want to make that bigger, better, and brighter. You might want to rewrite it with the most important points, but when you redo it, I hope you all saw the Disney strategy. Walt Disney would be very creative, and Walt Disney would dream, and he would draw up a big dream. You got to be dreaming and dreaming big with your manifesting. And then after you do your dreaming, you step out. And then you can look at it from a different perspective. But when you're doing your Coaching Nirvana, you got to be dreaming big. You're not thinking what's possible. You're not thinking what's possible. You're dreaming big. So if you're Coaching Nirvana, dream big, and when you do it, don't allow any critical crap to come up. Go, no, I'm dreaming big, and dream big for it. Later on, add colors to it, add pictures to it, because your goal should be big, bright, up there. And then you can come back from a realistic point of view, or maybe from a critical point of view, or you might come from a Rajni point of view and whip out a 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the big goals in the background, and you just focus on 1 and 2. But we got to start with that dream and come back to the dream sometimes and dream big. So you're Coaching Nirvana, adding colors to it, that'll activate the right side. Be creative with it, maybe cut out a few pictures, put that on it. I spoke to a lady today, CEO, 60-something. I asked her about doing a bit of a dream board, and I came back and it was like A4 paper folded in half with a pencil. She drew like 2 wheels of life, and it was really great to see. Now, this lady's 60-something, very successful, CEO, university-like campus, very, very left brain. Very, very left brain. As soon as we started doing a bit of the right, throwing in some colors and making it big, she was like, yeah. She said she hadn't done it before. I'm like, what the... So make your Coaching Nirvana with colors, and make it bright, make it big, make it dream. Any other tips to make that manifest, guys?
When in doubt, sketch note it out. Look up sketchnoting, because that's an easy way for people who can't draw very well or do a lot of the color stuff and who may know mind mapping to just kind of make that little leap to do a little bit visual. So sketchnoting is something that really helps with that stuff. Also magazines, cut them out. I actually have it. My students do this. They don't know they do this. They make a collage of who they are and who they will be in the future. And they have no idea that I'm actually doing this vision stuff. They have no idea. Like even now to this day, they don't know, but I'm making them all do it. And then they put that on the cover of their sketchbook. So you can do it with the images as well. And then you can put marker on top. What he's also talking about, what you're talking about, Adrian, is if you look up the basic rules for brainstorming, then what he's saying is exactly that. The dream big, you can't judge anything, you stream of consciousness, write it all down, step back, choose what you want. Like this is the stuff I do with a lot of clients and stuff. So I strongly recommend the brainstorming one.
And you could do that if you were having some challenges, you could have a drink and do it on a Friday night, yeah?
I do brainstorming with people. Usually if you just want to brainstorm, you can do that in a half hour to an hour. If you really want to be thorough, if you want to then start choosing and categorizing, give yourself another hour. And then if you want to start doing strategies and pick from there, it's 3. So usually most people book me for 3 hours.
Break state, break up when you go from dreaming and strategy. In your dreaming, don't be afraid to have a drink or two and whoa.